Hello, Hyderabad. Hello, and welcome. This is Jivoule Talks, episode 4. The previous episodes, we had a bit of photography and a bit of glamour there as well. The second episode, we featured medicine. The third episode, we featured life science. In today's episode, we're going to do something just a little bit different. All right, before we get into all of that, let me take a very quick moment to say a very special thank you for all of your love, your support, and your encouragement in making the previous episode such a tremendous success. We say a special thank you for that, and we look forward to a continued effort to breaking further barriers as we continue. Yeah? Without further ado, let me introduce you to our first guest. His name is Mr. Chandrasekhar Nandigama. He is the founder and CEO of Jivoule Biofuels.
Yes, yeah.
So let's get started. Jivoule Biofuels is in the business of sustainable energy solutions. Could you tell us why you felt like that was the actual need of the hour, and what is your company, what is the main offering or the crux of Jivoule Biofuels?
Yeah. First, thank you for this opportunity to not only spread my passion, but which is a need of the hour for our society. So thank you very much for this. So why I started biofuels, right? Just to go behind my story, I did my MS chemical engineering in US and worked in US for close to 6 years. So that's where I saw the world, the advanced world, and how clean it is, how beauty it is. And there are many stories that why many people go from India to US and settle there, because they say India is not clean but US is very clean. So why is it not clean? Because there's ample amount of waste available everywhere on the roads, and people just trash it, they litter it, they don't make it very clean as their personal space. So but that litter is a huge resource for us, and this resource, if we convert them with the technology that we have, it can create sustainable energy, it can create the green energy, and that's the passion that drives me in, and that is the reason I founded my company, to make India also clean and also make it a more sustainable place for people to thrive here in India. And see, other thing is, in India, our tradition is we pass on our heritage, our traditions. We even give the jewelry to next generation. So why can't we give a pure air to the next generation? Environment, the nature that we enjoy now and our ancestors enjoyed, to the next generation. So that's what created the passion in me. I got passionate for my kids, to give them the good earth, and thousands of crores of kids are there. They need to enjoy the same climate, same nature, same environment that we enjoy. So that is the passion that created me to start my own company.
I think when you talk about businesses that are offering something tangible, that's exactly why I also started this particular initiative, to showcase businesses that are trying to address community challenges as part of their business model.
Yes.
Now, going a bit further, because it is a business, it's not a charity. When we think about the global spectrum and biofuels as a market, the current, I think, revelation as far as the statistics goes, I think in 2023, it's mentioned that biofuels as a market stood at 99.53 billion as a global market. And it's projected to cross like 207 billion by the year 2030.
Yes.
Understanding all of these different things, what do you feel, what rather you want to share with our audience as your core technologies that make Jivoule Biofuels unique? And how exactly, in what specific ways does it differ from other biofuel companies?
Yeah, so we are specifically into bio-CNG or CBG, it is called here in India. Across the globe, it is called biomethane. So that's one technology where we are in, and rest the technology is the biochar. So there are multiple biofuels are there, but these two technologies we are in currently. So our technology is multi-feedstock technology. So that means where I can co-digest multiple organic waste feedstocks, and you can produce biogas first and then purify the biogas to bio-CNG or CBG. Can you believe that the organic waste, which is like wet waste, the food waste, the vegetable waste, market yard waste, commercial wet waste, biomass waste, agri waste, with this type of waste we can generate biofuel which we can use as an alternative to CNG.
Right.
So we all know CNG, right? Compressed natural gas. There are buses which run on CNG and cars, vehicles. So that is a fossil fuel. So it comes from other countries. India doesn't manufacture or produce this. 60% of our Indian fossil fuel need be imported. Whereas this waste is available plenty in India because of size of population, because we being agri-way country, lot of this waste is available. 300 million tons of metric tons of agri waste is available. Around 30-35 million tons of wet waste is available in our cities. All this is ending up into landfills and releases methane emissions that causes greenhouse gas, air pollution, global warming, all that. Instead, we can convert that into useful technology with the useful technology like can generate biofuels, and we can convert that into as a substitute for alternative fuel. So that is one thing. And the biochar technology is also where we have is we convert agri waste into biochar and byproducts bio oil and syngas. So this is also very promising technology because biochar improves our soil health by improving soil carbon. So it improves the yields also. So the farmers are benefited. Instead of farmers burning this agri residue waste in the farms, the stubble burning, that entire NCR region every year during the time period of October to December, smoke spreads in the entire city.
It's one of India's biggest challenges.
Biggest environmental problem that we are facing in our time period. So that stubble burning we can solve with the biochar technology. And not only that, it improves the soil health and thereby our agricultural yields. So there's a huge benefit. So that's why I call it as landfill to fulfill. So instead of our waste ending up in landfill, why can't we use this and fulfill our goals?
Absolutely. I think when many people think about biofuels, a few industry critics would like to say that there are questions that would arise about is it really as sustainable as it promises? So what I would like to know is what kind of feedstocks you specifically focus on, and what are the specific initiatives that Jivoule Biofuels is taking to make sure that its operations are always very safe and sustainable for the environment?
Yeah, so the feedstocks that we want to concentrate are like the food waste, vegetable waste, and hotel, restaurants, commercial places waste, especially wet waste type thing. Every city is generating in hundreds of tons of this waste. Right now, most of it is ending up in landfill and generating methane. So that is one top waste we want to convert or transform that waste into biofuels. And then agri waste, because India is agri related country. A lot of paddy waste is available after we grow the paddy fields, and then the cotton stalks we call, because India also is one of the top countries which grow cotton. They take the cotton, but the entire stalks that are there, the branches, stems, it's a waste. And farmers, they don't know what to do with it, and then they just burn it, and then causes air pollution, water pollution, and soil pollution. So this organic waste, biomass, agri waste is what we want to consider first.
As a business, what is the current scale of production at Jivoule Biofuels? And I would also like to understand, based on that, where would you like to be in scaling up in the next probably 1 to 2 years, and what are the challenges associated with it?
Yeah, so we are as an early stage startup company. based in Hyderabad, Telangana. We have done a bio-CNG project. It's a market yard waste to biogas to power generation project in Tamil Nadu. So that's a very good traction commercial project we have done. We took up the plant completely, operated the plant and gave it to the municipal corporation. So that's one thing. And in Telangana, we have set up the biochar plant in Khammam district, Madira place. So where we uses the agri waste and then convert the entire agri waste into biochar and byproducts like bio oil and syngas. So we are at this stage now. We are working on to build a commercial scale plant, which is like a big scale plant. We have tied up with a central government company to supply this bio-CNG to them. And for biochar also, we are working on with a few investors right now to set up a commercial scale plant because there's ample amount of agri waste is available. So that in that location in Madira in Khammam. So we want to convert that into biochar. So we are having multiple discussions. So the biggest challenge, if you ask me, is since this is a new sector, nascent sector, PSU banks are not yet giving the project loans.
Okay.
And these are all capex intensive projects because these are infrastructure projects. They are financially feasible, viable, operationally viable. But because that awareness is not there in the banks and all that, getting access to the finance is the biggest challenge. That is the one we are trying to reach that, by talking to a few investors both nationally and internationally. Some advanced level discussions are happening right now. Hopefully that will materialize and then we'll set up a commercial plant and prove it with the commercial scale also it is fine. And then we want to expand to wherever we have an opportunity with respect to feedstock, because feedstock is another second challenge. The continuous supply of good quality feedstock is must for us to run the plant. Okay. So we want to expand pan-India also for that.
I think when we speak about the offering of this company, it seems very promising to me, and it's something so interesting when we think about it. I would just like to understand, with the current international stereotype that affects Indians as a society, is that there's a lot of garbage everywhere, there's so much of dirt everywhere. So have you actually been collaborating with any kind of, let's say, sanitation type of service providers, either at the state or the central level, to collect some of that waste and turn it into the energy that it requires?
Yes. So they are one of the very important stakeholders, urban local bodies, because entire municipal solid waste is in their control. So we have discussed multiple times with many ULBs to do like a PPP project, public-private partnership projects, so that the ULB also get more revenue when we set up these biofuel projects. Because every ULB is the funds shortage is there. They can partner with us in a PPP model and they can get some revenue out of that. We convert the waste into biofuel. And we have a viable business model for that. And it's a win-win situation for all, not only for the ULB, public society, and to corporates or startups like us also.
Seen successful models of this type of thing, like say in Singapore, for example.
Yes.
They have such a robust collection system where they collect the waste products, and then their plants in itself, they have incinerators and whatnot. So the air itself that comes out is more or less clean. And they have fuel, and it basically powers a significant part of their grid. So is this where you are planning to take your scaling operations in the near future?
Yes, obviously. See, there's a saying, right? Yeah. All that glitters is not gold, but definitely there is a gold in the waste or in the litter that we generate.
Yes.
We want to convert that litter and transform that into gold. And that can be done, the technology is there. But yes, all the stakeholders need to come. We need to change the mindset that waste is not a waste, but waste is a resource.
Yes.
It's important for that. It's a very important thing is, like Indian society, we don't segregate the waste at source.
That's a big issue.
That's a very, very big, society issue, but that translates into environmental issue also.
Correct.
Every one of us, we have kids. If we want to become a responsible parent, we need to segregate that waste at our home, and the ULBs need to take the segregated waste separately. Because sometimes people will say we segregate at home, but ULBs are mixing it. So what is the use of it? Right? So that's the reason entire stakeholder, the value chain, right from source public to the ULBs, they need to segregate the source, and the wet waste should come to the biofuel plants like us, and the rest of the dry waste, like plastic waste and all that, needs to go into recycling. Then we can create a huge impact on the society, not only on environmental but also financial. Because as I told, India imports these fuels, and we are losing huge billions of dollars as a foreign exchange loss. If we can generate that indigenously in India itself, look at how much savings we get in. And that foreign exchange loss can convert into infrastructure projects that society needs. So there will be huge growth for that, when we do that.
Absolutely. I think it's important, as you brought up that topic about India's import of fossil fuels. The idea is that the country in itself has a greater need now, especially with the political landscape and all this talk of tariffs going everywhere. We are trying to find solutions that could actually give India the power security that it needs.
Yeah.
So if you could forecast based on your business and based on other businesses that are offering something similar, do you think in the very near future you would be able to see biofuels contributing significantly to India's power grid?
Yes, big time, very big time. Because through biofuels, you can guarantee food security to our public, energy security to our public, water security to the public, and air security also to the public. All these are interlinked, and we need to take steps to go into that route. And power grid you mentioned, right? But power, we don't want to convert biofuels into power, because India has got ample sunshine. Luckily, we are a tropical country, and ample sunshine is there everywhere in every part of India. We need to tap that energy, solar energy, and convert that into power. But for biofuels, displace the fossil fuels which we use in transport, in industries. That is the main goal, because these fuels we are importing, but electricity we can generate it through sunshine.
Yes.
So that is the reason this biofuel should go as transport or industrial fuels.
The global the clean energy market size, I think at the end of 2024 stood somewhere at about 1.05 trillion. That's significant, right?
Yes.
And it's expected to cross like 4.2 trillion by 2032. So what advice, there would be, the idea of what we are doing here is to talk about different kinds of business, understand their stories and their struggles, so that people would understand the benefits of taking an entrepreneurial path rather than just take a degree and go and take a 9-to-5 job. So what advice would you be giving to someone looking at these numbers and thinking, hey, I want to be a part of that. I want to contribute something, because it's not only something that makes significant enough amount of money, but it also is something that contributes significantly to the environment at large, and that's something that India needs right now. What advice would you give to people who are looking at this, understanding what it is and want to be a part of it?
Yeah. So, can you see fire in a woodlog? You can't see, right? But we can generate fire from the woodlog.
Yes.
The same way, you need to see value in the resource that is there in India, which is this biomass agri waste and the organic waste. The new entrepreneurs should see that there is fire, there is this gold, diamond, treasure in this trash. Because it's not trash, because it's a resource for us, biomass, agri and organic waste. So the new entrepreneurs need to develop a mindset, to think new, to think sustainably what is needed to the society. There are so many problems are there, and how to solve that problem with business sense. Then the new entrepreneurs can develop a big business model, a viable business model, sustainable business model. What is happening now is everyone, irrespective of their background in their studies, they all are ending up in IT related jobs in India. IT is very important, it is good, but what about other sectors that India also needs, right? It needs to be balanced, it needs to be in equilibrium. So chemical engineers, mechanical, electrical, electronics, civil engineers, they need to form companies in their sectors and build businesses. It is not easy, but definitely that is where the next generation should take. They should provide jobs. There are a lot of green jobs India can provide, because India, because of our tradition also, we are more in the supports in the circular economy model. Our thought process is that we have grown like that, right? So this circular economy model, we can create that in biofuels, we can create that in electronics, we can create that in consumer products. So many ways. This is how the next generation entrepreneurs focus on this clean energy, circular economy, and converting the waste as a resource that is useful to the society. Lot of jobs, lot of companies can be built in on this. So like that, we can expand the not only the job issue that we have. We can create green jobs, and it also helps in the GDP of a country also.
Correct.
That's where people should think. That mindset should happen. The ecosystem should help that.
As you spoke rightly about ecosystems, I just had one other question. It's not what I've planned, but I just had it as we are talking about these things. As a startup company in Hyderabad, I think the government at a state level and even at the central government level, they've taken a lot of different initiatives to help a lot of businesses to find funding or find the right infrastructure, the right mechanisms to conduct their research and so on. What was your experience like as a startup functioning in Hyderabad? I'm sure you have a bit of good, you might have a bit of limitations as well. What was your experience like?
So the startup ecosystem in Hyderabad, we got a very big push because there's T-Hub now in Gachibowli. So they are doing a very good job. They are helping startups like us in terms of mentoring sessions or knowledge sharing sessions, access to investors, market access, and even the government access. They are helping a lot. So whoever is graduating now, they can take that T-Hub help, and they will guide us entirely. And whatever problem statement that we pick up, that's a starting point, but it's not enough, right? We need a lot of ecosystem support also. There are so many professionals are there in T-Hub. They guide you, they mentor you, not only from technology perspective, from business perspective, from legal perspective, financial perspective, regulatory perspective, compliance perspective, and how to build a company. They'll help us. So there are many other incubators also right now in Hyderabad. I'm confident this startup ecosystem is growing in India. We will surely now able to compete with Bangalore also on this. I see a positive environment for startups to thrive in Hyderabad now.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
With that, ladies and gentlemen, I want to say a very special thank you so much, Chandrasekhar. I think this was such a wonderful conversation where we were able to talk about businesses, again, that is giving something back to the society, to the wider community. And it's something very exciting because there's a lot of potential in it in terms of revenue generation as well. This brings our 4th episode of Jivoule Talks to an end. I want to say a special thank you once more for your attention, for viewing us, for giving us that kind of support. We look forward to it continuing. Please be sure to subscribe to the channel. I'll be actually leaving a bit of a link to follow up on Jivoule Biofuels website, where you would be able to find out a little bit more about what they're doing and how you can actually be a part of that wider movement, right? This is Satish Raghu signing off for Jivoule Talks episode 4. Please make sure, don't forget to subscribe, follow us on social media. We're going to take this even further. See you on the next episode. Thank you so much.